guys, Randy Reviews here, back with another review. Today I'm going to be tackling 1980s Friday the 13th. Yes, the classic film. Without further ado, let's get right into this review. Produced and directed by Sean Cunningham, written by Victor Miller. So, in this film, it starts in 1958. Camp counselors are doing, I guess, their kumbaya sing-along thing that camp counselors do. Two camp counselors sneak off to do the deed, get killed by known assailant. Then we flash forward to the present. We meet the character of Annie. She's going to be a cook at the Camp Crystal Lake. They're getting it open. She walks into a local diner and asks if she can get a ride. She gets a ride by a trucker by the name of Enos. And we tell them, don't you know what happened in 1957? Didn't the boss tell you? And she's like, no. She doesn't believe it. He drives her to the halfway point, and that's where we leave with her. Leave off with her for now. And then we catch up at the Camp Crystal Lake. We meet the camp counselors, Ned, Jack, Bill, Marcy, Brenda, and Alice, along with the owner, Steve Christie. A thunderstorm approaches. Steve leaves for supplies. And someone at the camp, assailant is killing the teenagers at the camp. Annie gets a ride, I guess, further down. I don't know why Enos left her at the halfway point. I guess he was going out of his way, I guess. So he gets right by a stranger. That stranger drives too fast, passes the camp. Annie jumps out, runs into the woods, thinks she's safe. She's not. Her throat is cut by a said assailant. And we pretty much have a killer on our hands at the lake, as most people know. And the killer kills everyone one by one. Teenagers as a half-sex die, so that's how most of them die, except for Alice. I know this is classic, so it's not worth me going through every death and everything, but I really did enjoy this film. I liked Pamela Voorhees, the killer's Pamela Voorhees, but spoiler alert, if you had never seen the film, she went crazy after her son Jason drowned in 1957. That's why it got closed. That's why the camp was closed, and that's why they call it Camp Blood. Everybody, and there's this character called Crazy Ralph. He warns them. He means well, but he just comes out crazy. But it's the spoiler alert. The mom, the last one standing is Alice, and she defeats him. Beheads her. They do the cat and mouse game where she shows up and the mom acts like she doesn't know what's going on, and then she tells her that her son was Jason, and they do this cat and mouse game. She's trying to kill Alice, but Alice gets the upper hand and beheads her. And it ends with her in a boat. The classic iconic scene that Jason pops up and drags her in the water. We see her in the hospital asking, everyone's dead. Asking about the boy Jason, and said they didn't find no boy, and then she says they're still out there. Fun fact, the producers back in this film wanted something like Carrie, where Carrie Hand pops up, but Sean Cunningham didn't want that. He thought it was dumb, but they included the scene with the Jason popping up and grabbing her, and then Sean's idea was the hospital, what I just said about the hospital, her waking up and asking where everyone is, and, all that. But my personal thoughts on this film: it's a good film, a classic. It's a rewatch. I've seen this so many times. I really enjoyed it. It's not the iconic Jason we know, obviously, but we'll get to that soon enough. But I really thought everyone did a good job. The only actor people probably would know in this film was Kevin Bacon, obviously, but everyone did a good job. Betsy Palmer did a great job coming off as a psychopath, Pamela Voorhees. I really enjoyed this film. I wish it would have ended when Jason grabbed her, in the water, and just ended like that, but it didn't. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I really enjoyed this film. I really enjoyed it. It's a classic for a reason. I'm always entertained when I'm watching this film. It does kind of drag towards the third act. You just want something to happen. You just want, Pamela Voorhees to get there quicker. But I really enjoyed it. One cliche I like in horror films is when people see a character, like when Steve sees her character. We don't know it's her at the time, but the light flashes and she goes, "Oh, what are you doing here?" All these characters have in horror films around this time have that cliche about, "Oh, I knew it was you," but they never say who it was. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Yeah, just let me know in the comments. Do you want me to finish the franchise? Do you want me to review every film? I will. If you want that, let me know in the comments. Yeah, those are gonna be my thoughts. I really enjoyed Friday the 13th. It's a classic to me. I know when people say Friday the 13th, this is the one they're talking about. The one they mention, the second or the third or the fourth and fifth, so on and so on. But I really enjoyed this one. It wasn't bad for a first one. It started off a franchise, horror icon franchise that lasted over 40 years. So yeah, I'm glad this movie got made. If you haven't seen Friday the 13th, I recommend it. Please go watch it. They're all on Max. So we have Max, or it's there. I believe the whole franchise is there. Yeah, I really enjoyed this film. Like I said, yeah, very great film. Very enjoyed it. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, put in the comment section. I'm going to continue this franchise. Any thoughts? You like Jason? You don't like Jason? You like this one? You don't like this one? Why you didn't like this one? And yeah, any feedback is good feedback, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.